Ladies and gentlemen, Bungle, hope you're doing well and I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going over Enlisted, and we're too free to play first-person shooter, and much requested, much talked about is, hey Bungle, we've been kind of watching your gameplay in the PZ.IV. Can you go and give me kind of a quick rundown, kind of giving me the more information here about the premium PZ.IV, the heat round that you get when you pick up the PZ.IV bundle in the Battle Moscow campaign and cough over, I think, was it $40 or $60 for it? So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna talk about its performance. How does a heat round play, especially on this tank and the Battle Moscow? How does it do against Russian tanks, Russian infantry? Next, this is a premium paywall content. Is it really pay for fun? Is it pay to win? And lastly, my thoughts. So without further ado, let's begin. Start off with the performance. All right, I'll be pretty much straight up with you. The heat round on the PZ.IV is pretty much the round you're going to be using the entire time you take that tank out in the battle. AP is there, and yes, there are certain situations where the AP round will be needed, and clear cases are if you're facing a BT7 and it has it side towards you, I would just load up the AP because it's going to one-hit kill it. Now, other than that, all other vehicles, if you're facing them frontally, heat basically can penetrate the front of any vehicle, even the T50s. Yes, there's sloped armor involved and you have to be precise with your angling, but yes, you can penetrate all vehicles, even the T50. You just have to aim with the heat shell, and yes, it can one-hit kill. One of my subs did ask me, I've seen in gameplay, I've been one-hit killed by this vehicle, and it's yes, this vehicle has a tendency to one-hit kill, but my feedback from engaging enemy tanks with this vehicle is you want to hit center of mass usually on the vehicle, and usually if you hit center of mass, you hit the fuel and it causes like a spontaneous combustion and takes out the whole tank. Also, this can kill infantry. Basically, you take the HE side of it too, that the PZ.IV, the tech tree version gets, and you apply it with the heat. The heat can do the same thing that the HE does. HE, albeit in my opinion, does a little more damage with the splash radius, but it's still great at taking out infantry, in my opinion. Next, is this pay for fun? I'm going to argue that yes, it's pay to win, pay for fun, because the tech tree version of the PZ.IV doesn't get the heat round. Kind of been suggested by the users on the Enlisted forum, and Enlisted developers right now are more interested in trying to make a Modern Warfare cash grab so they can give people Battlefield. But yes, your PZ.IV in a tech tree only gets high explosive and AP round, all right? And that's the problem with the tech tree version, is that when it faces a T50, you're basically SLL, because unless you're aiming at the turn of the T50 and you get lucky, you're gonna, majority of the times, you're gonna lose that engagement. And another thing too is that you have to pay like roughly $40-$60 just to get this vehicle so you can take it out and use the the heat shell, which basically then makes your tank, makes the PZ.IV basically answer anything it's facing, be it a T28, T60, BT7, all different types of Soviet tanks. You will basically be able to deal with them and take them out. And there's also the one-hit kill factor that kind of rolls the dice sometimes too, depending on where you penetrate, that you can take out the tank. The PZ.IV, the tech tree version, doesn't do that. It has an AP round, which is going to go penetrate, and it can one shot too, but it depends on where you aim and all that with the AP. And the HE only focuses on infantry, whereas the heat shell can basically do both. Lastly, what are my thoughts on it? This is a great definition of a case of pay to win. My solutions for kind of rectifying this whole issue is that in Enlisted they should go kind of like War Thunder does. You can kind of go and change your shell types. What do you want to take out in the battle? So all tanks, and this could be the same great example with the Panzer, with the premium Sherman Jumbo getting APCR, you can go and basically tweak your loadout before you go into combat, and you basically have the different shell types that you feel that you will need for that engagement. That's my personal thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. The heat shell is broken. I think the only other vehicle that has is the M8 Scud, and M8 Scud, in my opinion, is just trash. So other than that, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Comment down below for more suggestions of videos. Mash that like button, helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe. Returning viewers, returning subs, hashtag GameStop. Do you go to GameStop to pick up your latest Enlisted content? Let me know down below. Have a great day.